in the interest of Nova Green, we're here today set for our final in this case, and it appears that the parents have both at least attempted to execute a voluntary relinquishment in the case.
That's correct, Judge. I think they made a good faith effort to try and get that done, but they've had some communication difficulties and they weren't able to perfect their respective relinquishment affidavits.
So, and I've looked at the case that you submitted, Mr. Groff. My problem is that it is, that case doesn't actually deal right on point, as you said, with a relinquishment affidavit. I think a relinquishment affidavit is a statutorily mandated form that must comply, I think, to the absolute letter to be proved up under 161, the K grounds. I'm not sure that any stipulation to that, it's a little different than in the case that was provided where mom was stipulating to the O grounds and to, there was some post-adoption agreement. So I am not comfortable with having parents do anything to stipulate. I think that's got to be part of the record, and those have got to be properly executed, witnessed, notarized.
I don't disagree with the court's reading. I went back and reread that this morning, and I agree with your assessment. It's not the stipulation of the type that's contemplated in the case.
I think the thing to do is I've called the case. We'll take a very short amount of testimony and recess, and we will reset this. We're looking at January 6th. Does that give the department enough time to get with Ms. Carter and Mr. Green or their lawyers and make sure we get these fully executed and witnessed? And
Your Honor, the issue with Ms. Carter has been the source of proof of identity is her student ID. She doesn't have any state identification, and she's attempted twice to use that as a form of identity, which has been refused by the notary. So it's an issue of trying to prove her identity.
And I can add in on that. We had some miscommunication between our Lubbock and Amarillo offices. As long as I can get to Lubbock, that should give me enough time. I can be a witness to that and provide my identity as well. I just have to be there in person for that notary to accept that. So,
does she have a birth certificate? You're muted, ma'am.
As far as I know, she doesn't have any government issued ID. So that was the issue. But I can.
The issue with my my birth certificate is because I don't have an ID. I'm not from Texas. I'm from Wisconsin, and my mother had passed away. And I don't have a father documented on my birth certificate, so I'm not sure exactly how I can get that.
Well, you should be able to get a copy of your birth certificate through like the Bureau of Vital Statistics in Wisconsin. I just don't know how long that'll take. But if Ms. Cook can get there and she can identify that you are Britney Carter and we can get it handled that way, that's going to be the quickest way.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, and is there any issue with Mr. Green, Mr. Noack? We have any problem there other than we just need more time?
Johnny actually signed off on everything. I just need Gene to tell me what we did wrong.
I think he didn't have the two witnesses. I think that was the issue with Mr. Green's. ID is not an issue with his.
Okay.
Yeah,
Johnny, are you in the area where you can come to my office and sign off on that with two witnesses?
And
You're muted, my friend. You're muted.
I'm at work right now. I don't have a ride anywhere. And I'm in Lubbock. I don't know where your office is.
It doesn't have to be today. I'm in Amarillo. Within the next
yeah, I
couple
will.
within the next couple of weeks, will you be in Amarillo?
Nah, I'm trying to stay far away from that place, honestly, just for my self recovery. But I don't have a ride to Amarillo, you know.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're
Yeah.
gonna do. I'm gonna work with Mr. Graff, and we're gonna make sure we've got 2 witnesses. Gene, you tell me what else we need. If I did something wrong, you tell me how to fix it, and I'll get it done.
I think we just need the witnesses, and Ms. Cook can probably coordinate with their Lubbock office, where he would just need to go to the office in Lubbock, and she can help coordinate that with Mr. Green.
Tori, if you do that, I'll owe you dinner. I owe you dinner already.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
do, but yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Green, they'll try to, they'll coordinate this with you. You'll need to get to the office there in Lubbock. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You've got transportation?
Yes, ma'am. I have a yeah. I can get a ride though, like places here in Lubbock. I just not to Amarillo, you know.
Okay. All right, I got you. I understand. Okay, then I want to go ahead and we need to get a little bit of testimony on the record, and then we'll recess to January 6th. Ms. Katie, that'll be at what time?
9 o'clock, Judge.
9 o'clock. Okay.
So, Judge, I guess in light of the fact that we're just going to sort of toll the statute by beginning testimony, I think I can just put Ms. Cook on and kind of get some basic testimony from her for that purpose, and then if we'll then reset until the date in January. Hopefully, we can get everything taken care of between now and then.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ms. Cook, if you'll raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you'll give on trial today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Okay, Mr. Frock, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Cook. What is your occupation, please?
I'm a permanency specialist with St. Ministries.
Okay, and what is your education and training for that position?
I received a bachelor's in psychology and then about 3 weeks of training,
Okay, and how long have you been with St. Francis?
a little over 3 years.
Okay. Are you familiar with Nova Green and her parents, Johnny Green and Brittany Gear?
I am.
How so?
I am their permanency specialist for their case.
Okay, and for how long have you been assigned as the permanency specialist?
About a year.
Okay, and then once you were assigned, how often did you review the child's case file and circumstances?
Quite frequently, and made plaintiff service every 3 months for that child.
Okay, and you were assigned following the adversary hearing, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, and were you also responsible for ensuring compliance with the child's permanency plan?
I don't know if something froze on my end. I didn't hear that last question.
Do you need me to repeat?
Yes, please.
Okay, were you also responsible for ensuring compliance with the child's permanency plan?
Yes.
Okay, and where is Nova currently placed?
She's in Amarillo with a kinship placement.
Okay, and is that the Hang, Mr. and Mrs. Hang?
That's correct.
Okay, and how is she doing in that placement?
She's doing wonderful. Just growing and learning and walking now, and very bonded with Katina and Brian and their daughter as well.
And is this a family or a fictive kin or a foster care placement?
This is a maternal family member.
Okay, and has this placement with the Hangs remained stable during your time on the case?
Yes.
And is this an adoptive placement?
Intended to be, yes.
Okay. Are there any medical or psychological issues that the child has?
No, she's very healthy.
Okay, so she's not on any kind of psychiatric meds?
No.
Okay, and how old is Nova?
She is about to be 1 year old.
Okay, so she's too young to ask about placement
She just turned 1.
preferences.
Yes. Yeah.
And the parents, you indicated that you developed the FPOS for both parents, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and were those developed with their input?
Yes.
And did they both sign?
Brittany did. I don't think I ever got a signature on the initial one for Johnny.
Okay, but they were filed with the courts?
Yes.
Okay. Did the parents appear to understand what was required of them?
Yes.
Okay, and what was their level of compliance with the court-ordered services?
Johnny's was very minimal. Brittany did start some service, but did not complete.
And I understand she had a pretty serious auto accident this past year. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and did that interrupt her compliance up to that point?
It did.
Okay. Since that time, was she able to re-engage?
She has not re-engaged. No.
Okay. Were either of the parents during your time on the case able to provide a safe, stable environment for Nova?
No.
Have they consistently visited?
No.
Okay. Was there any issues with visitation since you've had the case?
Yeah. Johnny's kind of always been off and on just due to work and other things. A lot were canceled, and then once we moved to virtual, that's also kind of when it got really rocky. And there haven't been visits since the end of August.
And just for the record, what was the basis for the moving to virtual visits?
We needed negative UAs to move back to in-person.
Okay. Now, at this point in time, have the parents indicated a desire to relinquish, or yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, we're going to be resetting following your testimony to allow them to perfect the documents, the affidavits that they've signed. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so based on your involvement in the case, do you believe termination of the parental rights is in Nova's best interest?
Yes.
Why is that?
To provide her permanency and stability.
Okay. What risks would the Nova face if the parental rights were not terminated?
Not having that stability and consistency in her life.
Okay. And how would termination of parental rights affect her ability to find a permanent home?
Her current placement, the Hangs, excuse me, are willing to be a permanent placement and adopt her.
Okay. And if termination was granted, what would be the permanency plan for Nova?
That would be relative adoption. Since she's already been in the home for 6 months, we just need to get placement licensed.
Okay. And you've indicated that would be with the Hangs. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And she will be eligible for adoption once the parental rights are terminated, correct?
Yes.
Would that ensure her long-term, would adoption, that is, ensure her long-term stability and well-being?
Yes.
Okay. Is there, for now, is there anything else you believe the court should know about Nova's circumstances?
No.
Okay. Are you satisfied that St. Francis has made reasonable efforts towards reunification and permanency in this case?
Yes.
Okay. And once we have the signed relinquishment documents perfected, would you be asking the court for an order terminating Ms. Carter and Mr. Green's parental rights?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Pass the witness.
Okay, then Mr. Groff, I think this is a good time. We'll go ahead and recess right here. I'll make a note that you have passed the witness, but no cross-examination has occurred, so we'll let everybody pick up there. Because I could see that counsel's cross-examination might change just in the event that we didn't get these executed for some reason. So, okay, then I'll see everybody back on the January 6th date on the 9 o'clock docket. If we get these relinquishments properly executed, parents, it's up to you all whether you want to attend the hearing. I just leave that up to you all. So, it will be a new Zoom link. Everybody will get that. And I appreciate everybody working on this, and Ms. Cook, especially, you're the one that's going to get to go to Lubbock. So thank you very much.
And I would just ask Ms. Cook, Ms. Evans, and the Hangs if they can just keep open that date, just in the event this goes sideways. I'm not anticipating that, but in the event it does, where we had to put on additional testimony, I would just ask them, and we'll make sure they get the updated Zoom link.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all very much. And I hope everybody has a good Christmas and have a nice rest of your day.